You're watching Putting You Over.
All right. Thanks for first coming into the Twitch chat and joining us. So that was exciting.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. It's a little different, um, because so far on this show that I try to do, I've only had. Well, I started off wanting to do like a wrestling variety show, and I talked to the Smack Talk Showdown people, and they make a card game, and I talked to some other people here and there, video games and stuff like that. And then it built into wrestlers. But I really do want it to be more of a variety show. And what I said earlier, I couldn't remember how I found you originally, but when I did find you, I said, well, I'm going to be able to use Ant somehow on the show. I don't know if I'm going to play his music or whatnot. And then things started coming to fruition and things started happening. I was like, I wonder if I could have him on. I want to talk to him. I want to hear everything, but I wonder if he could perform.
Definitely.
So that's what led us to this point. But before we get to any of that, you have a love for wrestling and music. Am I going out of the line saying that or no?
No, that's true. That's true. I love both of those things. Those are my two favorite things.
Your two favorite things, two passions in life. What's one of your first wrestling memories?
Ooh, one of my first wrestling memories is probably Survivor Series. I think it was 1990, right? So we had the tape for that. So ever since I was born, I was watching that tape on repeat. Survivor Series, I think it was 1990. Oh, 1991, actually. It was with Undertaker and Hulk Hogan.
They were in the championship match?
Yeah, and I kept watching that over and over and over.
I do remember that. Those Survivor Series were hot back then.
That was my first memory. And then Ric Flair came out with a chair and put it underneath Hogan's head and he hit the tombstone. That was the best.
Yeah. Those Survivor Series were way better back then because for me, because I have that same feeling. It was always around Thanksgiving time, like closer to Thursday.
Yeah, it was on Thursdays.
I was gonna say I want to say they were on Thursdays.
Yeah, on Thanksgiving.
And they should definitely go back to that. But what's your first? So wrestling was you grew into it. Wrestling was big in your household.
Yeah, well, my brother was into it before I was born, and then ever since then, I've always watched wrestling. I remember watching wrestling as young as I could remember anything. Yeah. It was one of my first things I watched.
And how about music?
It's always been around, different influences, different places. The hip hop end comes from like my brother. He always put me onto that. Gave me mixtapes and stuff of like Biggie, Run DMC, Nas. Like, and when I say mixtape, it was just like whatever songs he downloaded off LimeWire and put on a CD, and I put it in my Walkman and walked to school with it every morning.
LimeWire. So
it was like each month was like a different mixtape.
Yeah, that's dating ourselves right there.
That was fun, learning about hip hop that way.
Yeah.
Because all those songs had already, by my time, they were not playing live. They were like, it was like a replay of them, the Run DMC and stuff like that and Biggie. So I was just learning about hip hop, like going back in time and learning more about hip hop. It was cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm 40 years old. So that era, Biggie, Pac, Nas, all that stuff was big. Like literally my whole high school career.
That's
awesome. As much as I love the Beatles and Pearl Jam and all that stuff, there was that phase where like I saw Bone Thugs and Harmony, I saw the Lost Boys, I saw Biggie. Wait, did I see Biggie?
You saw Biggie live?
Wait, did I see Biggie? I don't remember. But my mom took me to all. That's the fun part about it was my mom got into it. I don't think I saw Biggie. There's no way. Biggie what? No, because I had Life After Death, and Life After Death came out after his passing, right? Yeah. So no, I didn't see him, and I didn't see Pac, but I saw Diddy, I saw Bone Thugs, Lost Boys, Nas, Snoop, all that.
Only one out of that list I saw was Nas. I knew all the words to all his songs, but I couldn't damn, I was just like looking at him like
Yeah.
the whole time for like 40 minutes of him performing. It was really awesome.
So let's talk about the music aspect of things. When did it click with you? Like, this was something you wanted to do, make music content.
Well, that's a good question. I always have like around the same answer, which is like, it must be true if I have the same answer every time.
Right.
Ninth grade, and I was doing a biology project, and like there was different topics. My topic was respiration, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, you could do a PowerPoint, you could do video. And I was like, oh, let me just try doing a song, you know? So I made this rap about respiration. It was bad, and it was over the Jay-Z "Welcome to New York City"
Yeah.
that beat. And the teacher was like, "Oh, this is really cool. Like, this is so cool. You should keep doing it." And I was like, "All right." So then I made like a song about World War II for my history class, and I was like, just doing like more songs about things for school. Like, I was like, why not do that? I'm not gonna do a PowerPoint.
Right.
PowerPoint's
Who wants to
boring.
do a PowerPoint?
So I started with GarageBand, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So that probably led you right into like how I found you with the pay-per-view theme songs, because you were already rapping about your science project, your history project. So you take your other
That was
passion.
long before, though. That was long before. That
But
was
yeah,
like
but
2000.
you can take your passion of music and rapping, and that's poetry, that's art in my mind.
Yeah.
And you just put it towards wrestling. Was there ever anything that said, "Oh man, I this is something I want to do. I want to make
Whoa! Stop the
custom
clock.
theme songs." You know?
Well, first before that, I put out a song that had some wrestling lines in it. I was like, high speed, slow motion, time don't exist, diamonds on the wrist like Flair in '86. So I put like a bunch of cool
Yeah.
like rap, like wrestling things in my song, and I posted it on Twitter, and then people started gravitating towards it, like, oh, this is awesome, like you should do more of these. And then I was like, all right, whatever. A friend of mine who was going to WrestleMania 34, and he said he was gonna do a vlog. He's like, yo, can you make me a custom WrestleMania 34 song for the blog? And I was like, yeah, definitely. So I put a lot of energy into making that WrestleMania 34 song, and people really liked it on YouTube and Twitter. So I figured, why not make, a SummerSlam song? Why not make a Survivor Series song? Why not make a Royal Rumble song? And then it just kept going from there. And then AEW came around, started with the AEW All Out, Full Gear, Revolution, coming up, Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing.
You know?
Yeah. Awesome. So, I mean, what's the process for making a track? Like not just a wrestling track, just a regular track. Do you set out to make them, or do you
It's
only?
actually different. The wrestling track is different than a regular track to make, I believe.
Okay.
Because the wrestling track is kind of like, I wouldn't want to say forced creativity, but it's a pressured creativity. I have a certain deadline I have to meet, and I have certain stuff that I have to, like certain things that I want to hit in the song, certain parts that I want to
Yep.
do. So making my own track is a little more wide, like more broad, and I don't have no rules or guidelines or time limit really. But so making my own track, I would say inspiration would be like going outside, sitting outside with headphones on, playing some beats on my phone. Nature, I like nature a lot for writing. Like that last album that you played
Yeah.
was Ain't You This, Ain't You That, Worldwide. I was sitting in nature a lot during playing around with that album. But in the wrestling song, it's just me sitting in the studio writing, and watching a lot of wrestling. Just I always have wrestling on in the background. Maybe sometimes more than one screen. I gotta admit it.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir there. What are you watching on those screens?
AEW would be on like one screen. And if it's like a specific type of song that I'm trying to go for, like SummerSlam, I got to keep the SummerSlams on repeat. Like every SummerSlam, I just watch from 1987 to 2020. I watch all the SummerSlams.
That's awesome. That
I
makes
mean, not
sense.
like I don't sit there and like watch them, but I'll have them playing and
Playing
then
in the
like I'll
background.
tune back tune back, right, like stuff like that.
Yeah, there might be a reference in there, Piper reference or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly. Like I had to talk about like in SummerSlam song that I'm gonna play for you guys later. I had to talk about riding out of motorcycles like the Legion of Doom. Like that, I saw that. Like I was like, that's so epic. They're coming out in motorcycles. I remember watching that. It was awesome.
Goals. What's your goals? What's your 3-year plan? Where can we see you going?
Well, I mean, of course, I would like to have my music featured on one of the big wrestling companies. That would also always be a goal.
It would be. It'd be nice.
You know, I have like a lot of short-term goals. Long term, I would love to be part of one of the companies, honestly. Short term, I just want to reach more people and have my music out there. You know, I love doing shows like this. This is awesome. And then when I get that deal or that partnership with one of the big companies, it would be really a big payoff. You know, not just money, not money at all, but like the satisfaction of seeing my song like featured, even if it's just like on a feud, Cody Rhodes and Jericho. If I do a song about that, and then they have a match and they play my song, that would be freaking awesome.
It would, sure would, and it would take your passion and your grind and all the hard work that you've been putting in, and it would just be the culmination. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then it would just be like, you know, more doors would open from that.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, and I think we've come to the time in this little talk between me and you, and I'm putting you over, that I'm really looking forward to. And this is the time. This is something I wanted to do on this show, was have a live performance. And
Okay.
I talked to you about it, and you thought you could do it. I think you can do. I know
Thought,
you.
whoa.
I know you can do it.
I know I can do it. Yeah.
So would you like to perform something for us here tonight?
I would love to. Just I got to get a little setup going real quick.
Yeah, no problem. I got a whole different even scene for you too. Look at this. Look at that.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. So ANTwontstop's going to perform something here for us in a minute, and then we'll have some closing words with them. And what else to be excited? I'm so excited.
All right. Here we go. Got my belt. Yeah. All right. Now it's not the time for illusion spree. 30 man, one opportunity. Over the top, I refuse to be snoozing because nobody's fooling me. Winning the rumble, I won't fold. Hat trick like Stone Cold. Classic. Ric Flair, 92 when I want the gold. No pinfalls, no submissions. My opposition is non-existent. Your proposition is weak. They're not conditioned for my competition. Who's next? Who's asking? Hit the ring of my music blasting. Frog splashing, ready for action. Running fast like I'm about to cash in. Changing the game, that's an understatement. Underrated, not done complaining. I work hard, earn respect, and I'll be a legend like The Undertaker. Road to WrestleMania, I'm paving the way. Not a hero, just saving the day. All I gotta say is the best revenge is winning the match and making a pay. Won't stop till I get the top spot. Only thing I ever needed was a title shot. Over the top is where I'm throwing all you others. 2 middle fingers, 29 stunners. Won't stop till I get the top spot. Only thing I ever needed was a title shot. Over the top is where I'm throwing all you others. Woo! Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, it's great.
All right, cool. I hope everybody's enjoying it, enjoying the show. Check it out. Yeah, let's go. It's SummerSlam. I'm starting to wave. Hitting the ring, making it safe. Waiting for too long. I ain't getting pinned. Feeling like the ultimate warrior, unhinged, wilding out, shaking the rope, evoking the crowd, start taking some notes. Trendsetter, leading the room, riding out of motorcycles like the Legion of Doom. And if you know around here, I'ma teach you moves. It's called the Sweet Shit Music, and we about to eat too. People want to test my cool. The next thing you know, they want to rap my crew. We the new age outlaws. Y'all need to get out more. It's starting to bore us. It's time to ignore you. And if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you. SummerSlam. Yeah? Biggest party of the summer, man. I'm wondering how this hit me and pick a cover band. SummerSlam. Biggest party of the summer, man. I'm wondering how this hit me and pick a cover band. It's gonna be a summer to remember. Fighting off and even more contender. It's easy to become a main eventer, but to stay on top and the challenge all together. It's gonna be a summer to remember. Fighting off and even more contender. It's easy to become a main eventer, but to stay on together. You fighting the beast, better be brave. It's 100 degrees in a heat wave. Some would say it's a perfect storm, and it's guaranteed that he retains that suplex on time. F5, not for play. Be careful picking a fight at the wrong time, wrong place. New day, new challenge, 3 titles, those boys valid. It's easy to become a main eventer, but to stay on top is a challenge altogether. Won't stop. Yeah, yeah. That song is called SummerSlam 2019.
Awesome. We hit those links up so they can find you on Twitter, and I put your Spotify up and your YouTube up as well.
Cool, cool.
So that's
Thanks
awesome.
a lot, man.
So what I like to do, and that was great, man. I thought it came off well. So you should be very proud of yourself. It was hot. It was
Thank you
lit.
very much. I appreciate it.
What I like to do at the end of anytime I talk to anyone on putting you over, what I like to do at the end is I'm gonna hand the mic over to you. That's your time to shine. You can put yourself over. Plug whatever you want, talk about whatever you want, do whatever you want. But the mic and the floor is yours, my friend.
Well, first up, I want to thank the Standing Streamer and St. Jude, especially, for putting this whole show together. And I want to put you over and say you have a great show and you have a great talent for talking to people and asking them the questions that make them talk more. You know, as far as me, you guys can follow me wherever you do social media. If you're on Instagram, ANTwontstop, Twitter, everything, ANTwontstop. If you like video games and Twitch, I play video games sometimes on Twitch, ANTwontstop. Music, if you'd like to hear that song or those songs or any other of my songs, YouTube is awesome. So is Spotify. Yeah, hit me up.
Awesome.
That's really it.
Awesome. Excellent job. All right, Ant. You've definitely represented yourself extremely well tonight, and I'm very proud and happy that I had you on. And man, you put me over more than I put you. So we'll be in touch, sir. Have yourself a wonderful night. Enjoy Money in the Bank, and great job tonight, man. You should be really proud.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks again for having me, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah, no problem. Later.
You guys.
All right, awesome. Man, that was a sweet jacket, right?
Now's not the time for a losing spree. 30 men, one opportunity. Over the top, I refuse to be. Snoozing, cause nobody's fooling me. Winning the rumble, I won't fold. Hat trick like Stone Cold. Classic, Ric Flair. 92 when I want the gold. No pinfalls, no submissions. My opposition is non-existent. Your proposition is weak. They're not conditioned for my competition. Who's next?